Alright, so after all the misadventures of FedEx, there it is. A day late and $1 short for being like exclusive on unboxing videos, but nonetheless, here we go. You hear a dog bark? That is Lux. And that thing, I think it says it weighs 6 kilograms, or just a little over 6, so it's like 13 pounds. So here we go. That moment of nervousness where you don't want the knife to go digging into the contents. Pardon any power cords that might slip into view. And here we go. Been waiting 30 plus years, 40, for Steve Jackson to get the rights back to his game, A Fantasy Trip. Here we go. Oh. First taste. Alright, here we go. Sorry for the handheld, but that's the way it is. Alright. I'm going to have to watch this in reverse to figure out how to pack this stuff in. So, I think this is the Game Master screen. Oh, wait. Oh, is that one of the... Oh, no. That's one of the folders that you get. That's nice that they give you information on the back. You can see option for disengaged figures, etc. So I'm glad I got that. Ooh. Map of Southern Ilentia, or Ilentia, however you want to pronounce it. You got weapon table, equipment table, nice handy. Oh, love it. Another one of the folders to keep your character sheets, etc. But nice of them, instead of just being a blank back or having more artwork, that they actually put info. And these are some of my add-ons that I got. See, I got a couple of them. Let me share these with someone eventually. Oh, pocket folder. Your name here. Sorry for the glare. The Fantasy Trip Companion. Gotta love it. Really have got to love this. Part of the game, and a book about the game. Limited print run made possible by supporters of the 2018 Kickstarter that brought TFT back to the world. It was a stretch goal in that campaign, and we appreciate the support. Now, I can't remember, was the companion possibly supposed to go hardcover? Or was that a different one? Oh, this. This is the GM screen, which folds out with all sorts of information for the Game Master. Let's see if I can... There we go. All sorts of information for the Game Master on his side, but then they print out a whole bunch of the combat tables, equipment tables, etc. on the side that the players can see while the Game Master is grinning, rolling dice, and everyone's stopping going, what was that? Alright. I got 2 copies of the softbound in the Labyrinth, because I got the I Want It All, and I got my add-ons. Again, some lucky viewer may get one of these. Alright, and that will be another unboxing video in a second. So, and the hardbound, that one's mine. The hardbound version of the Fantasy Trip. Now, back in the day, there were 3 books after the initial games came out, Melee and Wizard. And there was the Fantasy Trip, which was sort of a... somebody's having a bad day. I recognize him. There was Advanced Wizard and Advanced Melee, combat, or I'm sorry, magic and combat. And then there was the main core rules, which was in the Labyrinth. There were 3 softcover books. Not even books, really. They were glorified magazines. And they've combined them all into one book now, I do believe. So let's have another look. I'm going to stop this so I can get the box out. All right. And then we'll be I said I was going to stop this and get the box out, but then I turned over what I thought was just a filler. And there's my Wizard and Melee play mats. Jeez. There's Fantasy Trip Wizard. Is this just Wizard? Oh, there's Fantasy Trip Melee. And they're like a neoprene with a good grip back on them. That's insane. The original maps came, they were 8 by 11 maybe, and then 11 by 17 I think for Wizard. That's impressive. Very happy. All right, we're going in for the box. I'm going to re-roll these and put them back in there. All right, here we go. Another one. Now this box, let's see if it... Oh, nice on the back. You could probably photocopy the box with all fill this box with all the adventures, altars, altercations, apothecaries. So not only is this bringing me something, but you can use it for storage. Oh, there we go. This was an add-on, or a stretch goal actually. So Fantasy Trip Melee and Wizard. Melee and Wizard are the two games that are in here. And this is hearkening back to, actually, I'll get it out in a second, pocket boxes that they did. Initially these games came in Ziploc boxes, but there we go with some good retro style graphics. And let's see, what else do we have going on? We'll close this back up. All right, so this is the Fantasy Trip Legacy Edition. Never mind all the stuff that I got as add-ons, etc. Stretch goals. So this thing is, I'm 6'5", so that's a 6'5" person's hand, but that game is massive. That box is massive. So we will open this up in just a second. First printing exclusive items inside. See side panel for more info. Well, before we open it, let me see if I can. I don't think I can flip it one-handed. Let's see. Yep. Okay, there's the maps. One of which I just saw. I think I got an extra of that map. And then, so here's what's going to be inside. Death Test and Death Test 2, Melee and Wizard, which were the starting games back in the day. Tolankar's Lair, the rule books, some die-cut mega hexes, etc. The GM screen. So there we go. First printing exclusives, character and treasure cards that are dry erasable, 16 pre-generated fighter cards. It's insane. First printing. Now some of these are still available on some of the other Kickstarters that Steve Jackson Games is doing. So hold on a second. I'm going to get the cellophane off. Easy to learn, fast to play. All right. Here we go. Doing this on the floor, knees and shot. Don't want to... Come on. We know you want to pop. There we go. And... there we go. And one last. There we go. All right, we're going to flip this over and take the... All right, the lid's coming off. And you get a read this first. Welcome to the Fantasy Trip. With some suggestions for how to start on your adventure with the Fantasy Trip and your adventures in it. Sorry for the camera work. And inside the lid, you have a random drop table. So, read this first. We get that out of the way. What's in the box? And then, one copy of Wizard and Melee, Death Test, dry erase character sheets. You can, now the cool thing about Fantasy Trip is you only had 3 stats that you needed to worry about: strength, dexterity, and IQ. You started out with 32 points. Oh, another folder. So I got some add-ons here. Hang on, back out. So, treasure card, a series of random drop treasure cards, dry erase character sheets, slightly larger non-dry erase, I believe, or maybe these are not dry erase. We'll have to delve further into this at another point in time. There's the pocket folder. There's a folded map. Hang on. So pocket folder. Southern Alentia folded map. You saw the GM screen. That was part of this. Got some extras. Now there's the character sheets. And I've heard some people complain. Well, not complain, but no, they're really big. But hey, come on, you're going on an adventure, and you can record a lifetime of a character on this. Taloncair's Lair, which is a pre-made adventure that requires a game master. Now, Death Test and Death Test 2 don't require a game master. You can play those by yourself. They are pre-programmed adventures. Soft cover of the rule book. The mega hexes, well, I'm going to have to fight that out, so hold on a second. So these are Fantasy Trip mega hexes. They're die cut. You come with a nice little storage box for you to keep them in. And back in the day, the biggest dragon was a 7-hex dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so he would have been this long head to tail. Well, welcome the 14-hex dragon. Considering that a character fills up 1 hex, this guy is going to be, in spite of his beguiling grin, something to deal with, a force to be reckoned with. So these are die cut. You can punch these out. You can see some of them are starting to come apart. And then on the back side, they have all sorts of, I guess these are stairs, bridges, treasure chest. Everybody wants the treasure chest. Various caves. So each of these, very coolly, has different artwork on the back. A pit, looks like possibly a shallow lake. Possibly, yeah, so you could either have that a lower section of terrain, or a little hillock. Turning stairs, very good for a spiral staircase, etc. Let's get back on those. Rubble. Oh, rubble. You have to make dexterity rolls over broken ground. The quite literally the pitfall of many a character, and has led to their demise. Pit, well, or pit, etc. Another pit. All right, let's see. Fissure. Oh. Somebody's having a bad day. Grate over a pit. So they put a lot of thought and effort into this, and I really appreciate it as the box falls. Possibly a cistern of some sort. Somebody's really having a bad day. Trapdoor. Oh, wizard having a bad day. Sorry for the shaky camera work. 30 years of wanting this. Very large stairs, I'm guessing. Stairs, stairs. Another small pond. Unopened treasure chest, or is it? Locked treasure chest. So, that is a quick unboxing of what I've been waiting to see happen for 30 plus years, and I'll leave some links so you can look at the various Kickstarters that you can still get in on and get yourself some of this amazing loot. And yes, we'll put these back in real quick. Yeah, can we one-handed? I think we can. Bye, 14 Hex Dragon. It's very nice to meet you. And then we'll just make sure. Oh, I would say it's sad that it's the bottom of the box, but given everything I got, I'm not too sad. Anyway, Steve Jackson's The Fantasy Trip in the Labyrinth. A great Kickstarter. Keep an eye on Steve Jackson Games and Warehouse 23's offerings. There are still some I Want It All and Legacy editions available for the fantasy trip. If you missed out back in the late 70s and early 80s on a very quick playing tabletop RPG/strategy game, I suggest you check it out. You never know when something like this will be coming along again. Anyway, thanks for watching, and everybody have a good day and take care.